Hello, everybody. I'm here to give you direction right now on the reading skills practice test. First things first is you're going to read The Sniper. The Sniper is available here in English. It's also available in Spanish as well as Portuguese. And I also included the audio version. So if you'd like to listen to it as you read along, that's perfectly fine. After you've read The Sniper, you're going to complete the practice test that utilizes all 4 reading skills that we've learned this unit. Be sure to support your answers. Please make sure it's well supported. If you're giving an inference, you need at least 2 pieces of textual evidence. If you are talking about the themes and how they interact, you need to supply evidence of how you saw that in the beginning, the middle, and the end for both of them. So that means at least 6 pieces of textual evidence. So let's go ahead and look at this together. So first things first that we're going to do on this is story elements. So story elements, you're going to do step 1 to identify the story elements within the Sniper, including characterization, setting, and plot. And then you're going to examine the relationship between the two. So make sure you do both step 1 and step 2 for theme. For story elements. Then we're moving on to theme. Here we go. First things first is to identify the 2 themes. You write them right here. And then you need to textually support both from the beginning, from the middle, and the end. Remember, theme is not a one-word answer. What is the lesson about that topic? And then after you're done with that, in step 2, you answer these questions: how they relate to one another, how they progressed, and which one, how did they build upon one another to help the story overall. Next, we look at structural analysis. This is author's choice of structural setting up the story. So here you're going to identify 2 different ways that the author chose to structure the story. You just go ahead and you click in it and you put an X. Or you can click in it and highlight it if you'd like to, whichever one is fine. And then you have to support each choice that you made. So for instance, if you say that it's problem solution, give me an example of where the problem and solution was. This doesn't have to be word for word. This is just to show that you can evidence or you can argue that this choice actually existed. In step 2, you're going to answer the following questions. Why are text structure choices important to the aesthetic beauty or aesthetic impact? So that's the beauty of the text. How do structural choices make it more enjoyable to read? Which text structure choice was most important? This is your opinion, but you have to defend it in the next box with why. And what textual support do you have of how it most impacted the story? Last, but certainly not least, is inference, where we're making those beautiful educated guesses. So you put your inference here, what the educated guess was, and 2 pieces of textual evidence as to how you came up with that inference. Make sure that it's well supported. All right, go ahead and get started. You got this.